what we need now. Unity. Got to have more. Unity. The whole world needs some. Unity. Unity Earth. Unity.
Welcome, friends from around the globe. Welcome to Unity Earth TV. It's our great honor to bring you this collaborative creation with rich, meaningful content filled with music, art, ceremonies, wisdom, and so much more. Unity Earth TV was eagerly anticipated over the years. But like every grand vision that comes with its own sense of timing, it waited for perfect moment to manifest. So here we are, super excited to be broadcasting episode 1 of Unity Earth TV. Episode 1, Co-Creation, comes to you live from Catskill Mountains, presented by Catalyst Culture Lab. So sit back and enjoy this global synergy of dialogues, interactive elements and performances. And please stay tuned for more episodes to come.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Irina Morrison. Thank you, Purpose Earth, our primary co-sponsor. My name is Ben Bowler. I'm the Executive Director of Unity Earth, and it's very auspicious that we're here today on day 50 of the 99 Days of Peace Through Unity and the launch of Unity Earth TV Series 1, Episode 1. So welcome everybody on this very auspicious day of beginning. Today we have an incredible program for you. We're going to be live in Bloomville, New York, with an extraordinary array of events under the banner of co-creation, and it's through Catalyst Culture Labs who have put this together, and it's an awesome episode 1 for Unity Earth TV. Let me just say a little bit about the series. It's going to run from July through to December in 2023, these 12 episodes. We're picking up the themes of the 11 themes of global unity, and every episode is going to be dedicated to one of those themes. This is the incredible work of We the World, and for nearly 20 years now, the 11 Days of Global Unity happened in September. So today's episode is dedicated to the theme of interdependence. So as we go through it over the next hour or so, and this incredible performance and show and messages from the team in Bloomville, New York on the ground, interdependence is really the theme that we are holding together. I want to take this moment to thank our partners in Unity Earth TV, Hubcast Media, Unify, Sign Network, Awakening World. There's so many other groups and organizations and platforms that are connected to this launch, this exciting launch of Unity Earth TV in 2023. And of course, I'd love to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors as well for the 99 days of Peace Through Unity. You just saw that great video from Purpose Earth. I'd also like to thank the Hollow Movement, Spiritual Life TV, Great Transition Stories, Brand Earth, and the International Academy for Multicultural Cooperation. It is a moment of beginnings. Over the last 10 years, Unity Earth and partners have been holding events all around the world. In fact, it was December 21, 22, back in 2012 in Chiang Mai, Thailand, when we had our first U-Day festival, a gathering intercultural, interspiritual music, ceremony coming together around that actual moment of the ending of the Mayan calendar when so much got birthed. And since then, we've been to the ancient lands of Australia, to the lands of origin in Ethiopia, to the Holy Lands and many holy places around the world. And this journey of developing these connections, this sacralization. So today is a perfect moment, again, at this end of July 2023. It is again a time, a pivotal moment of new beginnings. And it's so perfect that our first episode is coming live from the sacred lands of New York there. And we're going to hear the indigenous wisdom of and leadership of Chief Dwayne Perry. We have the incredible creative genius, musical genius of Kristen Hoffman. And we have artistic gifts from DJ Kimian and so much else besides. But really, I want to take this moment to acknowledge and honor the creators of today's program, which is Catalyst Culture Labs. And Rhiannon Catalyst and Paul Geluso. So without further ado, folks, let's get into it. Let's go to co-creation. Remember today's theme, interdependence. This is episode 1, series 1 of Unity Earth TV, and it's a beautiful moment. So let's go now to our friends in New York.
Wanabazu, Nikiki Ai, Ben Mibakumakwa, Netelamapo, Ramapo, Monse. I'd like to thank each and every one of you here today, and especially the Catalyst Cultural Lab and Unity Earth for making this event a time of peace and a true organic fusion of wonder. Alrighty, thank you. Here today at this time and in this place, the Catalyst Cultural Labs has birthed the actualization of unified thought. Restorative justice, as viewed through the ecological transmutation of the spirit, brings an understanding which states we are all beings of equal and intertwining spiritual affect. However, we are here now at the threshold of the doorstep of the melding of the tactical world with the esoteric, as the courage of Rihanna has provided us the catalyst for which to begin our journey, a journey which has been denied its essence for far too long. As the green, the water, and the air are finally understood to be intertwined collectives, let us, the two-legged, now learn to simply be. Let us shed the dangled placenta of toxic thought binding our divisions, to now enter through the doorway of unity. Let us now emerge free to celebrate this, our new society, where those held in the highest of esteem are those who have learned to simply be. I thank Rihanna and the many, many, many people who have now created the paradigm we had hoped would come into existence. You can now lift up your heads with pride in the knowledge you have birthed a new world. It is no longer a supposition, but is now a tangible reality to be grown with each breath, each handshake, and each kindness. Let us pray that we may act upon our prayers as not to let them once again flutter into the unknown universe. My view. For the children of the earth still suffer from the rancors of greed, and for those who are collectively oblivious of the harm they do through their own good fortune. Let us pray for the many who see no wrong in driving the earth's children from their ancestral lands, be it from the steppes, the rainforest, or the Congo, or the aborigines of the plains of Australia. Let us also pray for those who are still in a convoluted delirium of self-imposed importance that regard no others, for it is there that the pain is most deeply felt and most deeply troubling. My view. Let our prayers be that of action, for we are the children of a spawning earth. We have actualized, and we shall go forward wielding the deeds of kindness, lifting all up that we may touch. Anashik, Matit. Anashik, blessings to all. Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone across the globe. Welcome to our friends who are here physically in place with us. Thank you. Thank you, dear Brother Ben and Irina, for that beautiful opening. Thank you for sharing the beauty of this place that we're in. And it's hard to express how exciting it is to share this moment with you, to bring you into this place we call home, to bring you into this sacred land that we are so, so blessed to be sharing today. And dear Chief Perry, your words have moved us on so many levels, at so many times throughout this festival already. Thank you so much for the blessing of your presence, for the blessing of your wisdom, for sharing your stories, for breaking bread with us. Many throughout the Unity Earth community have had the great honor of sharing time with Chief Perry, and along with being a tireless advocate and activist for human rights and the environment, you have one of the most beautiful hearts I've ever experienced in my life. And the humility and the support that we feel from you is just the greatest gift. So we are here to open this event and this new incredible series in the right way. Unity Earth TV is officially born. And we are here in the Turquoise Barn birthing a vision that is synergistic with this beautiful whole. Catalyst Culture Labs is working to create experimental canvases and incubators for collective cultural imagination and growth. We are doing this right now. As we speak, we are learning how to collaborate in new ways. We're connecting physically and virtually at the same time with so many teams around the globe, with Hubcast, with our Unity Earth family, with the incredible support of Purpose Earth, who I'm so, so honored to work with as creative director and co-producer of programs. This team that we work with, my dear friends that are here physically, it is such a joy to work with these humans, and it's been life-changing. So we're here with Paul on the sound, Jimmy Williams with his incredible broadcast skills. We have Jeff helping us to produce this entire event, Kimian, and the future is now, without whom we could not do any of this. We have an incredible program for you, and I am so excited that we get to share this and come together and learn by doing. Radical collaboration by teaming up, as my brother John Raymer says. So I wanted to open this also, though, with a moment to just share, beyond all words, we are taking action, and at the same time, we are here in a spirit to really connect through all of our senses. And I hope that across the miles, just like we are experiencing here, I brought you some flowers, because this is one of our offerings, our first offerings to you. And I know that all those who shared the incredible experience at the LA Convergence, I think will not forget that. And one of the beautiful moments we had being in the rose room together was smelling the scent of roses and getting to exchange them with people that we love, including strangers who we didn't know until we gave them a flower and reminded them that we are all humans sharing this mission of kindness, of generosity, and of co-creation. So I am offering you these wildflowers from here, from this land, Munsee land, land of Algonquin-speaking peoples, sacred land with sacred waters. And I hope that you can, across the miles, you can smell the scent of these flowers. You can taste the incredible food that we all just ate with Eastbrook Community Farm, cooking locally grown produce with us. And you will feel senses opened up throughout this program. And I hope that you feel our hearts across the miles and that this brings us a bit closer through this experience. The truth is that we don't do anything alone. We are co-creation. We are the spirit of collaboration when we activate our hearts and we tap into the truth of our nature. And we're growing and we're changing, and it is such a blessing. So I am incredibly honored to introduce our next guest. And I have to take one more moment just to share the depth of gratitude that we have for Michael Milton, the artist who started this entire place and vision. Michael, thank you so much for birthing this place, this beautiful space that we're going to continue building with you. Michael's going to be painting live. He's an incredible artist. He built much of this space with his own hands. Many things you saw in that video and that you here have seen walking around the land. And next, we are going to have David Rothenberg come and share with us. David he is the spirit of interdependence and co-creation embodied. David creates worldwide with interspecies music, with animals of so many kinds, whether he is creating music, duets with humpback whales, or singing with his beautiful instrumentation along with a watch of nightingales, that's a group of nightingales, or he is playing with the 17-year cicadas as they emerge. He is an incredible inspiration, and we're so, so blessed that he's here, and he has been creating live music. We'll create live music with our pond in the morning, too. So thank you so much, David, for being here, and thank you all for joining us for this first episode 1 of Unity Earth TV at Co-Creation.
Yeah.
As they just take one more moment to finish the technical stuff there to get David going, I just wanted to remind everyone, this entire experience, both virtual and in person, is all about us co-creating and having dialogues. We've had beautiful dialogues today with Dr. Joni, Reverend Dr. Joni Carley, and Chief Perry. There have been dialogues happening all around the land, in fields, us sharing wisdom, sharing our hearts and perspectives. And we would love for you in the virtual audience to share in the chat where you're joining us from, because we know we're connecting people from all around the world right now, and we'd love to know where you are. And we're watching and we're listening. So please, as you feel things through this program, share and resonate that. Have discussions with us through the chat, and we'll be watching. Thank you. David Rothenberg, everyone. Thank you so much, David, for being here, for being such an inspiration to me and so many, and for teaching the next generation. Professor of Music and Philosophy at New Jersey Technical Institute, David is inspiring countless people in the world through his writing and his teachings and his music, and listening so deeply, truly listening to nature as we work on creating a new relationship with the planet. So right now, from this live TV studio that we just built in the Turquoise Barn together, we are connecting people around the globe together with our audience here in place. And I just want to shout out a few people that shared with us where they're watching from. We have people in the Gulf Islands of British Columbia. We're connected with Central Ohio, with Loveland, Colorado, with Melbourne, Australia, with the Rocky Mountains, with Asheville, North Carolina, with California, with Texas, with Quebec, with South Dakota, with other places in New York. Please come visit us. If you're nearby, you might still make it for the rest of the festival. We've got another incredible night and day of this experience, but we just wanted you to know that we see you, we feel you, and you're with us, and we're really grateful for that. So I would love for everyone next to share in the chat, if you would, what you are excited to co-create for our collective future. You know, on this incredible 99 days platform, people are declaring their missions for creating change in the world, and we're all supporting each other, and that's what we're here for. We are building in the Turquoise Barn a platform for everyone's visions to come through, and we're here to support one another. So I have a vision I've been nurturing for many years, and to get to this moment that we're in right now. But really, my vision is to build platforms for all of our visions, and that's what Unity Earth is doing, and it's just, it's so beautiful. It gives me so much hope. Thank you so much for everyone out there and everyone in this room, what you're doing in the world and being such kind, beautiful humans. This medicine is needed by the world. We all know there's a lot of things on television that are not happy things to see, and they're not the only story. We need to tell new stories. So we're creating new narratives for humanity together. So please share what you are excited to co-create, what your 99 days mission is. And now I am so overjoyed to present a voice and soul and experience like none other in the world, my dear sister, Kristen Hoffman, and her experience, Rain Shine.
So it is such an honor to be here. I'm going to be sharing the title track of my newest album called Rain Shine. And as we are stepping into this awakening as fully realized beings coming together in our co-creation. I want to invoke this beautiful growth quiver point, which is how I see rainshine. Rainshine exists after the storm has come through your life, and when the light shines through and illuminates that water, suddenly there is this potential of new growth, new possibility. The seed of your vision can be fed and begin to grow. So as you're listening to this piece, go within, feel what is that seed that I am looking to nurture in my life and in the world. And really appreciate the full spectrumness of your journey. You know, a lot of times we put pressure on ourselves to be these perfect beings and do everything right. Well, that's not what this journey really is about. It's about going through and feeling and learning from our hardships and our trials and tribulations, and then still allowing that beautiful light to shine, that light of your inner spirit, that light of really seeing another being, that light of feeling your unique mission coming to life in the world. So go within and receive your rainshine. You ready? Infinite gratitude. I can feel this beautiful family just growing in our light. We're awakening together, and I cannot imagine having the pleasure of introducing a more wonderful and beautiful being to my heart than Reverend Dr. Joni Carley. I'm sure she's going to bring so much love into our hearts. Joni.
Hello, and hello, our Unity Earth family. You know, most of us aren't native to the land that we're on right now, but all of us are indigenous to the whole web of life we call Gaia. And I invite you to tune into our interdependent wholeness in a short meditation with me right now. So please get comfortable, close your eyes, and drop into your breath. And we'll begin with the bell. Breathing in and breathing out, knowing that the air coming into your lungs has been shared by trees and flowers and bees and bears and wolves and whales. Inhaling, exhaling, aware of your connection to the land, to the sea, to the sky and the stars. Inhaling and exhaling, aware of your connection to light itself. Breathing into that sacred spark of life that pulses through you as you. breathing out into that sacred web that weaves in, around, and through all of Gaia. Knowing that Buddha, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and Kuan Yin, and all the great teachers still breathe through you, because particles that move through their breath now moves through yours. Breathing into your place in the whole of creation, and breathing out knowing your wholeness with all of Gaia. Breathing in as one, breathing out as one. Breathing in as one unified world, breathing out as one. Bring your awareness back into the room, and please pray with me. I know we are all indigenous to Mother Earth and Father Sky. We are all part of the primordial mix of the seen and the unseen that is Gaia. And I know we are all indigenous to the place where only our consciousness can take us. Today we celebrate that we are all native to the territory of our interbeing. And we are all primordial to the place of our interconnectedness with each other and with the rest of Gaia. We celebrate this deep kinship that we share with all of life. At this moment in time, we stand at a new frontier of that unified field that Rumi invited us to meet him in. You know, that field that's out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing. Well, may our prayers this day bring new light and much greater access to that field. We pray for all the healing we need to open our hearts, to open our minds, to open our souls to the reality of the unity that we share with all beings and with the entire universe. We give thanks for the unit of consciousness that's awakening around the planet everywhere. And we give thanks for how that consciousness is guided by indigenous wisdom keepers who teach good ways of living in harmony. We give thanks for the spirit that flows in, of, and through all of Gaia. And we say thank you for the invisible divine spark that is unique in each of us and common to all of us. We say thank you for that primordial, that primal pulse of God that dances through our love and through our creativity and through our joy. We give thanks for the metaphysical powers of purpose and prayer, knowing that coming together in that power is our best hope for a well and a happy and a peaceful world. And we give thanks that we can come together right here, right now, in this way, to magnify that power, to exponentiate that power by praying together. We go forward knowing that unity is the truth, that unity is the way. We know that all of us are interdependently co-arising with all else, with all the Gaia, and as all unfolds and evolves. We release our prayers for a just, compassionate, and verdant world, and we give thanks for the coming blessings of a new earth rising. And so it is. Blessed be. Amen.
We are just going to take one moment and reset, and our next piece will be Ancestors and Glaciers. Come over here. This is fine.
Gaia's children, and our future is not yet determined. We've invited you, our global family, to find a piece of earth that you could bring to this experience and hold with us. Everyone in our audience here in the Turquoise Barn is holding a piece of crystal, a piece of quartz, to symbolize the ice that we must protect, our mother that we must steward together. Please hold this piece of earth in your hands. Remember that we are holding her together. We are Earth. My dear, dear sister Zara, the next generation has just handed you a piece of the earth to hold. Thank you, Zara. Thank you to the ice. Thank you to you all. Thank you to William Ruiz, our master percussionist of Taino heritage. Thank you to Paul Geluso, my beloved partner. It is such a blessing to get to create art and experiences to serve the whole with my partner. I still can't believe that's even possible. Thank you to everyone for bringing and holding the earth in your hands and in your heart. Thank you to Zara. We're going to take a brief moment and come back with another amazing experience. DJ Kimian and The Future Is Now is going to perform for us very soon. And I just want to share with you too that we created that piece literally in collaboration with nature. Paul and I recorded the sounds of a melting iceberg that had calved off of the Vatnajökull glacier in Iceland. And as we were there listening to this sound, and every time we hear the sound, you know, it's one of the most beautiful and the most sad things I've ever heard in my life. And I think by listening, really listening deeply to the voice of the ice and creating harmony with the ice, as we work together to create new harmony with the planet, we're finding new creative ways of finding and creating that harmony. And I just really thank you all for sharing that experience with us, for holding the heart and holding the earth in your hearts and in your hands. And thank you to the next generations that are coming up and rising up and taking so much care of the earth. Cicada, all of the people that are growing things in this region and out there around the planet. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Wow. How extraordinary was that? Absolutely incredibly beautiful. Rhiannon and the whole team all so coming together here. This co-creation is amazing. William and David and Chief Perry, of course, and the extraordinary co-creation that we've experienced here. Michael's painting that's coming along, the incredible prayers of Joni Carly, and that exquisite experience of Rainshine and Kristen Hoffman. Just deep, deep gratitude. And we're looking forward to DJ Kimmy and taking us into the dance soon. You know, it's really interesting as we celebrate this connection to place. And we see people here virtually connecting from right around the world to the Catskill Mountains in New York. And it's amazing, Rhiannon, because as a boy, we had a book that I studied in school, which I actually really quite enjoyed, called The Other Side of the Mountain. And I was about a young lad who ran away from New York and went up into the Catskills. And it's really about a story of learning courage and his learning independence. And then the need for companionship. He becomes friends with the falcon and with the weasel and all sorts of other amazing characters in the story. But it's incredible as we celebrate today this theme of interdependence. And, you know, here we are in the Catskill Mountains and learning courage again, but learning our connection to community and our interdependence. It's just so beautiful. What an exquisite co-creation this has been. The people watching this all around the world through Unify and the Awakening World and so many broadcast partners. It's an exquisite example of what we can do when we all come together. And here we are on day 50 of these 99 days of peace through unity, which are arena for practicing and developing and sharpening our very skills of co-creation and our abilities to come together, to team up for a greater good, for a common good, as civil society, as individuals, as small groups, organizations, platforms committed to this grander vision. And inside that, as you so beautifully said earlier, Rhiannon, everybody's missions are held and contained. And, you know, this year, which is the second year of us doing the 99 days of peace through unity, we've unleashed this call for the 99-day missions. And, you know, people are doing and committing to all sorts of extraordinary programs and purposes and achievements and accomplishments across these little more than 3 months as we build up to Peace Week 2023, which is just around the corner. So just an incredible amount of gratitude to everybody there, the extraordinary leadership of Chief Perry again, and you, Rhiannon, and your exquisite leadership and bright light shining forth, creating spaces and containers and canvases for many to come together in this co-creation. We also have the one world, which is the emerging and the evolution of the mighty network, where a lot of these missions are living and thriving and having their place. There is the hollow movement. There is, so much which is in place at the moment, which is supporting us all to go forward together in this process of creation. What an extraordinary gift. What a powerful day this is, a powerful celebration, as we echo Reverend Joni's prayer of a call for a new earth. And this, every strand and every piece of creativity that is coming together and being lit up through this process about what we can do when we achieve together, located in place, anchored in place, connected through the technology, everybody playing their role. There is no end to what can be achieved. So at this halfway mark of the 99 days, as we look forward to Peace Week 2023, we invite everybody to play. You can find us at oneworld.earth, unity.earth. You can find your way in to this great becoming and find your place in what your co-creative role will be as we build up to these series of events. Peace Week 2023 is coming. You can host a room. You can put forward a program. You can do an event. You can have a ceremony, music or art or whatever it is that you feel called to do. And there literally is place and space for everybody in this co-creation, in this one world, in this great convergence. So again, thank you to everyone on the ground. Thank you to the incredible gifts of Hubcast Media to take this broadcast and get it ready to put out through all of the different partners, the sponsors. It really is it's the work of many, many hands and hearts, and we're just getting started. We're just warming up. Everything we do is practicing and preparing for what comes next. So I'm super proud of everybody in this field of what we can do together. We're only halfway through these 99 days of peace through unity. We're building up. We're warming up. We are looking forward to episode 2, by the way, which I'll tell you a little bit more about at the end of today's program, but is Black Sunday in 2 weekends' time, an incredibly important event for racial healing and for a disarming trauma. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that. But what an incredible program it's been. You've lifted us all up. So back to you in the Catskill Mountains, back to you in Bloomville, New York. They're loving this program right around the world and can't wait for what's next. Cannot wait to see what happens next. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear, dear brother Ben. My goodness, what an honor and joy it is to share this experience and be speaking back and forth with you across the miles and to feel your heart right here with us in this new bed of creativity and foundation that we're all birthing together. And that's really amazing that you grew up with a book about this region and that it moved you as a child. This is a very, very special place that we're in, very sacred place. And we're really excited to bring our whole Unity Earth family here physically with us someday. So we're dreaming of that. We're planting seeds of that together. We're so grateful that Chief Perry and Joni Carley and Kristen and Troy all joined us last year as well. And we've started a new family tradition here. So you are all invited. We're so grateful. And Ben, my goodness, I just have to take a moment to celebrate you. Thank you so much for supporting me always and believing in me, and in the two of you, Kristen and Ben, for really planting the seeds of me being part of Purpose Earth. I wouldn't be part of Unity Earth without Kristen, and I wouldn't be part of Purpose Earth without Ben, and it's just a beautiful legacy and continuity that we all create together. So I encourage everyone to watch the next programs in the series, everyone that's here with us physically, and yeah, thank you for being such a teacher to all of us, Ben. I've learned so much from you. I continue to every day of my life, every time we work together. So yeah, one of the things I've learned too is that we don't have to do things perfectly. We have to do things with great heart and great intention. And we have to work together and learn as we're doing. And it's a beautiful thing when you let go of the notion of having to be perfect, that the perfection is in the growth, you know? It's in the facts that we're brave enough to say yes to this, to doing things we've never done before. That is hard, it's challenging, it's scary sometimes, but we're doing it together, and we're giving each other the space and the permission. So thank you all for supporting us learning together as you're watching this happening. And I could not be more overjoyed to introduce this next guest. Talk about learning and growing together. Kimian and I go back almost 30 years now to the beginning, our roots in the New York City underground. He is deeply connected in the world of dance music. We came together when we were still practically children, but we both knew very young that we could use the arts and use music to create transformative culture. And he's been doing just that. And it was incredible when I reconnected with him as the pandemic was coming into a different phase and we could finally go out into the sun and connect physically again. And magically, he's been working with Hubcast for years on his own program, Futures Now Experience. So now he's producing this entire broadcast with us as our tech director, and he's an incredible DJ, and now we get to dance together around the globe. Plus, he's going to do his show tomorrow, too, from the land, so everyone's encouraged to tune into that, too. It's amazing. 3 to 9 p.m. Eastern, Sunday. It's a big part of our festival every year. It's a tradition now, so thank you. What's that?
I said futuresnowx.com.
Futuresnowx.com. Now, did you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So he's going to share a little bit about this before jumping on the decks.
Okay, what are we sharing? We're supposed
They
to.
have the video.
I know, we're going to have a conversation.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
So Kimian, we go way, way back. We have incredible depth of roots together through many worlds, and I've always deeply admired your heart, your passion, your dedication, and you have a beautiful family who's here with us, and I just really feel the resonance of your spirit through everything you do. So why did you decide to start the Futures Now experience?
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'd like to thank you for having all of us here, you and Paul and Michael, in this beautiful endeavor that's feeling like an annual gathering of the area and the world. But yeah, I've been doing Futures Now as a physical event. We started doing that in 2011. The first one we did was in Detroit. So the premise is high-end musical production and high-end art production, because usually it's one or the other. So to bring like a really good level of quality on both sides of the aisle, so to speak. And so during the pandemic, we were not doing any physical shows. The first really big one was in 2013. We did an 80-person group show in Manhattan over 4 days. We did, musical programming, artists from 20 to 70. We had Gray, Jean-Michel Basquiat's band play that first big show, one of the 3 shows they'd done since his death. And we've done it all over the United States. We've done it in Miami, Detroit, and New York. During the pandemic, right before the pandemic, we started working with Peter at Hubcast, and we were talking about, doing this art and music experience. And then when everything dried up, all the sporting events, all of these other concerts dried up, we decided to start producing a small iteration of this show in my Airbnb studio. So there was no Airbnb, so we figured we'd do something constructive with the space. So we started inviting one artist and 2 to 3 DJs for 6-hour experiences where we did 4 to 6 cameras. This is what we're still doing today in this iteration. So 4 to 6 cameras and artists painting for 6 hours, being inspired by the DJs. So we also cut in the subway and other, urban, geographic, industrial elements. And that's what the show has become. And we've done almost 150 shows over the last 3 years, every Sunday. Very proud of that. Tune in, futureisnowx.com every Sunday, 3 to 9 p.m. Peter, I mean, we do the things that we're doing here today technically, which is very emerging and cutting edge. We're sending our signal back to Canada from Brooklyn every week, where he mixes down similar to what we're doing with this production, and then sends it out to Vimeo and around the world, our website, etc. So I fully believe that this iteration is going to become, as common as, stage lights. Everyone's gonna start live streaming, and what we learned through the, pandemic is the hybrid of, if you can't be there in person, you can be there from anywhere in the world if you have an internet connection. So the merger of the physical with the digital is where we're at. So it's been an honor to work with Peter, to work with you, Rhiannon, since the Lunatarium days and before, to not date ourselves. Got a little gray hair, but we earned it all. So yeah. What else we got? Ask me some questions.
Well, we oh my goodness, talk about building platforms for co-creation. My stars, you have been creating a platform for so many artists, for so many musicians, for so many DJs, and one of the things I'll tell you I love when I first started working with Unity Earth, they immediately embraced the whole fact that I have this roots in the underground, in the dance music world. They understand how much that world is creating transformation and shifting consciousness in the same way that all the global leaders that we work with are. And I just thought, that's amazing. That's one of the things that made me feel like I can really do some serious work with these people. And, you have always been so solid in my life as a friend, as a collaborator. It's really exciting because I feel like we're just at the beginning of, as you said, just such emergent new ways of creating. And I just want to give you mad respect for the fact that what you're doing is so important. It's so important. And you're creating this incredible trove of resources. And, there's the sky's the limit as far as that's concerned. So you have a canvas here to create with us anytime. And yeah, we don't have a lot more time in our program because we have to pass it back to Ben and kind of soon. But I just want to point out too that we have Michael Milton painting live with us right now. So this beautiful spirit of what Kimian has built, he has live painters working with him, and every show, all different kinds of mediums. And Michael Milton being the founder of this space, of the Turquoise Barn, birthing this dream, we thought, how perfect would it be to have him painting with us? So he's been painting this entire program inspired by what's happening through this shared experience. So it's going to be amazing to see what that finished piece looks like. He can keep working on it tomorrow. The show's going to be tomorrow, right? Tell people again.
That's right. So tomorrow from 3 to 9, futureisnowx.com. We also have Twitch TV /FuturesNowExperience. So check us out. We do it every week. We usually take 2 weeks a year off. That's what it's been. So tomorrow doesn't count, so we'll be there. And come see us. Come check us out.
Amazing. Thank you for doing what you do, Kimian, and for being here.
Thank you as well.
You want to dance a little bit?
Let's dance.
Let's dance. Oh, I have to tell you all too, 7 minutes? 7 minutes. Everything that Kimian is about to play is original music. Okay? We did not want to have to, the technology of things is complex. We're all always learning about that, but we wanted to make sure that this stream can go far and wide through the hundreds of organizations and partners. Shout out to John Raymer and Summer Raymer and the Sign Network. Oh my gosh, Summer Joy. And the Sign Network builds this incredible synergy of so many organizations to help get the word out of the incredible work that all these organizations are doing. And so we wanted to make sure this can go as far and wide as it will organically. So Kimian is playing all original music right now.
Whoa, a little loud. Sorry, guys.
my goodness. Thank you so much, Kimian. We needed that. I hope that everyone around the globe has been dancing with us. I know you have. Thank you so much to everyone who made this program possible. Thank you to everyone who's here with us at Co-Creation 2023. We will be here again next year, and we have so much more coming up too. Please connect with us at catalystculturelabs.com. Sign up for news, for events, for invites around the globe. We're doing things all across the planet to bring people together creatively and break down all the illusory boundaries that are not even really there, that don't need to hold us back, because it takes all of us working together across generations, across cultures, across disciplines. We have what it takes to change and create the world that we want to live in, to be the true humans that we are. We love you so much. We are sending you all of our love from the Catskill Mountains. Thank you so much to our video artists too. Thank you, Jeremy D. Slater. He's been creating beautiful video through this whole program. Thank you to Jimmy Williams. Thank you to Paul. Thank you to Michael Milton. And thank you, Unity Earth and Purpose Earth, for being our partners in life. And these, my friends, these flowers are for you. So take that home with you in your heart. Back to you, my dear friends, and thank you for being here with us at Co-Creation.
All right, co-creation. We have witnessed co-creation from the Catskill Mountains, from Bloomville, New York. Thank you once again to Rhiannon Catalyst and Paul Geluso and everybody who has put this together as just an incredible testimony to what's possible when we pull our talents and our abilities and our skills. That was beautiful. Love that final session from The Future Is Now. Kimian, that was awesome. We have a bit of an announcement, actually. Episode 2 coming up on Sunday, the 13th of August, is a very, very special one. It's Black Sunday, which we've been commemorating now. This will be the 4th year. Originally convened in 2020 through Dr. Marty K. Casey and her platform of Ungun Institute, the second Sunday of August every year. And the date was inspired by the anniversary of the killing of Michael Brown in Ferguson. And this Black Sunday, S-O-N Day, is there really to hold space and hold light for racial injustice, gun violence, and the destruction of communities in African-American communities, and also right around the world where this trauma, this intergenerational trauma, racial issues, persist. So we are very grateful and looking forward to episode 2. Is going to be live in St. Louis at a live theater where Marty K. Casey has convened a panel, an incredible panel of African-American men to speak about, the current state of the intergenerational challenges and interracial challenges that have been faced. Very, very serious subjects, of course, and something that, Dr. Marty K. Casey has a unique ability to bring healing in some of the most challenging spaces we face collectively as the human family. So that's in 2 weeks' time, Sunday, 13th of August, and Kimian is going to be there. So The Future Is Now is going to be coming to you live as part of Black Sunday in St. Louis. How perfect and appropriate is that? What an amazing show it's been. Thanks to everybody on the ground in Bloomville who's made this happen. Incredible teamwork, extraordinary artists. Just beautiful. I thought it was an amazing program. We are grateful to everybody, all of our co-producers, all of our partners, all of the many people who put this on behind the scenes. There are so many people involved. One of the key sponsors for these 99 days of peace through unity is the Holo movement. We're going to close with a message in a moment from Emmanuel Kunzelman and the Holo movement. But let me take this last moment again just to acknowledge we have done this first episode of Unity Earth TV. Thank you again to Catalyst Culture Labs and to everybody who's played a role. This is just the beginning. We are just warming up. We're on our road to Peace Week 2023. So find us, get connected, and let's continue to co-create together as we celebrate our interdependence and all of the 11 themes of global unity will be celebrating across this series 1 of Unity Earth TV. Much, much more to come. But for now, let's close with some words from Emmanuel Kunzelman and the Holo Movement. Thank you, everybody.
So the main emphasis at this point on the Holo Movement would be as a sociological branding of the movement of movements of conscious activity to really turn things around for humanity and make this movement whole. Maybe go back to the implicate order and get a little coded information about how to get ourselves back on the right track and put that back into reality, into our human behavior. Bohm was, very interested in dialogue, in the spirit of the human heart, and quite concerned that we'd gone astray. And so I feel he would definitely identify with and be happy that this name is being proposed as a movement of movement in a sociological sense at this point in time. So the whole movement of what we're describing here is more the psychology, sociology of bringing us together under a single name for a movement.